Great gods. You and I were on the same objective, same point of view, that we were to revive the age of the gods. But with your final objective being escape of Earth, that your objective were to be said, that you were to throw away this planet and go back to the sky, aka space. Because of this, he never came to an understanding to the very end. Well, no. Perhaps. Creating the interstellar mountain Olympia. Creating that as a new mothership or planet ship. If you were to use that and taken our people and to go on a travel, then I would understand we would have came to the same conclusion. We would have understood it. But you choose directly to abandon these citizens of Olympian. That those people that claimed and made you to be their gods. That doesn't fit the term the divine era or the ages of gods. It only leads to the same history of the old human. Oh yeah, it only leads to the old history of humanity that we once tried to change. It is unfortunate, friend. Even the old heroic spirit, the goddess Europa, you tried to imitate, but you never could change your quote-unquote heart. Or maybe this was a spell or a curse binded from the origin. As an interstellar flagship, even if you were to have all the functionalities together, the Origin Father's compass or the Origin Father's order could not be abided, or could not be it could not be negotiated. It's quite pity, Zeus. No. Chaos. Huh? Wait, Zeus was chaos. Holy shit. Zinky. God core destroyed. God core destroyed. Emergency halt on Kurunos crown. Multiple damage reading. Connection with the infinity crystal will be severed. The great god cannot maintain its true body any longer. 紙時代同士した時連接空想が破れます。It's essentially, it's shattering. It's shattering. Severing ties with Kronos' crown. Separating yourself from the magical era. Separating self from magical separating himself from magical crystal, you know, that white gigantic crystal, and then specifically it says it can't maintain. Simultaneously, distortion found in the crystal maintains. Alert. Kronos origin, Kronos access, unauthorized access to the Kronos origin. Therefore, there is going to be an disruption within the dimension. Please be aware while this dimension is distorting. Ah, damn, time and space is our fucking dwindling, chat. Oh, shit. What's exactly happening? Yeah, we killed that bastard Zeus, but... Yeah, now that we kill that bastard Zeus, there shouldn't be any other mechanical gods that would pop up out of nowhere. He said, yeah, Lostbelt 壊しちゃにしちゃう。人は別にどうなってもなんだよな。And then simultaneously, it says, yeah, now that we beat Zeus, there shouldn't be any more mechanical gods that we have to worry about, right? There's no way. Now we just have to destroy this Lostbelt, and so what? Like, after we defeat this, who cares what happens to the cosmic pillar, right? What's wrong, right? Kindness asks, what's wrong? And then Mash specifically says the same thing. It says, I can't read the magical energy whatsoever. The magical density, it's almost the same as Olympus. But this light, this scenery, what is this? It's as if the space, the space or the dimension itself is starting to crack and crumble. Look at the sky. Witness. Beyond the distortion of this time, and beyond the distortion of time and dimension itself, there lies something anew. Something reside of existence there. Wait, up top? Something above the sky of the cosmic pillar? The flower bud? Oh shit. Oh yo, is that Sauron? Bruh, what the fuck is staring at us? Whoa. The dimension shatters. The sky rips apart. And then something so sinister lies before in front of us. Distortion, disturbance. This bended, pulled, but in this space, tiny space, existed something similar. What is that? Something is observing us on the other side of the sky. That's an eye. That's a gaze. That's a pupil. The pupil of the sky is looking at Earth. Oh! It's a gigantic pupil. I think I know what that is. That's... Something is looking at us from that side. Oh. What is it? What is it, Ares? Yeah, God, war god Ares. Why are you afraid, or why are you trembling? I know that we're, you know, it doesn't mean much for us to say this, but Mr. God of War, you have to calm down and wait. Do you know what that is in the sky? Hold up. You are still alive, even in that place. I see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 十二神が源にして真なるオリジナルの母の船風船広大超巨大艦隊である超巨大母式で保る糸木もない。I mean, so essentially he's saying, Mom, is that you? He's essentially saying, Mom, original starship, not a flagship. It's a starship. Like, we're talking about, like, Yamato class times 5. Starship. Starship class that is the origin of all of us. The true origin of us 12 gods. Yeah, 12 mechanicals together. You are the great mothership, gigantic and true, the old mechanical god of the old. Chaos. Wait, that's chaos? Zeus is not chaos. Oh shit, dude. A light ran through us. One shot engulfed all, fast as lightning. The only people that could react to this was Quirinus and the Crimson Mechanical God only. Those two moved without hesitation. Means that a complete defensive maneuver. Quirinus used his very own strength to barrier all the Cloudians. And then the Crimson Mechanical Machine, using his own blade, using his own steel, and using his own body, concentrating it on full defense mode, held that one blow. And Quirinus! Damn! These two fucking eradicated both of them. What the shit? Wait, Addis just disappeared. Wait, he was just here. Huh? What? War God Addis signal has completely dissipated. What just happened? He died, protecting all of us. His Saint Graph has entirely eradicated. He was shot by the sun. A capability and functionality and strength surpasses the prime of Apollo, God himself. Wait, a mechanical god that should, able to manipulate its function that doesn't exist, isn't Zeus the only one that is allowed to do so? No, I see. Chaos. That is what God Addis specifically said. That's the case. Is that Kronos? Kronos Chaos? Chaos? So if the information that he gave us is correctly, beyond that sky of a dimension, the one that's staring at us, the very existent being, is one of the oldest gods, the origin that was created. It is chaos. House. Wait, like chaos? Wait, isn't that like evil? That's a little wrong, Master. In scientific terms, chaos, it means be a situation where it's unpredictable or unprecedented. That is what we call chaos, but that's Yeah, that is only in modern terminology and wording. And when it comes to Greek tales, chaos was more of a whole that was created in the sky. Meaning it's uhaku, meaning the origin, or meaning the beginning, or
すなわちです。本源にして最大の神の名の英語です。
origin, right? Like origin, the beginning. How would I say this? It's the void. Yeah, it's the void is the best word to describe chaos. Because as it says right there in Greek terminology, it's a Greek god that refers to it's a cosmology of primal, right? It's emptiness, it's the beginning, it's the state of being void. It's before cosmos, before universe. It's the gap that originated, that separated the heaven, the earth. So essentially, to easily say it, it is an existence of void. That is the title of the great god. Boom, 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 boom. uh, that is the spaceship Giga mothership Giga mother spaceship Enkyu Jikan Yosai Kao. It's a big ass mothership that moves into the stars. It's a sphere. Wait, Tenkyu gata? Yeah, it's essentially chaos, a gigantic ass ship of of Tenkyu gata. What is gata? Like a sphere, like Tenkyu, right? Tenkyu, because 地球が天球であるという、Spherical Dimensional Fortress Chaos. So Dimensional Fortress, Spear type, Galactic Mothership Chaos. There we go. I think that'll be the closest that I can translate it to. It's the origin of existence. It is the origin that came from every other mechanical god. It is the beginning, a mother. Yeah, so Zeus, who had the power of the 12 mechanical gods, compared to Zeus, Chaos has infinite grand, functionalities and strength, and its knowledge, it's only just been cut down and minusculed and minimalized. Like, it's essentially Zeus is like a small piece of Chaos. It's the origin mechanical god of Titan and Olympus combined.
超絶の神、宇宙に裂ける時空の狭間と一体化となった神こそは地上果てに見える愛なる。
So it is yeah, it's a god that managed to slip through dimension and dimension and time itself, right? Like it was able to exist in the void. Time and space. Its core is none other than that gazing rounded pupil or eye that stares from that.
わずかな時他の形態の指定された超巨大合体存在を許しろ、まさしく我らが星のすべての坂を越える空の。
Holy fucking big words out the galore. So it's essentially he's respecting it. Yeah, it's the pinnacle of all existence. It's the combination, the very beginning, the origin, the very plateau, the beginning, the gigantic, mass-made, mass-accomplished sphere-like structure. It's only part of it. If we were to explain it in terminology, in real and simpler term, this is the god of sky that goes beyond the world. It's a god of sky that goes beyond our world. If I were to try to explain this existence, it's essentially the god of the sky of this entire. Nice. Like, this is just the part that Mash is guessing. Dyson Q. Oh, there we go. Holmes.
物語ダイソンのそして机の存在感動エネルギーすべてを取り込む人物で映像体それが何より過去より現実的ただと
Dyson was a scientist. Dyson.
English-born American theoretical physicist and mathematician known to work for the quantum electrodynamics, solid-state physics, astrology, and nuclear engineering. There we go.
The Dyson Sphere, there it is. Dyson Sphere, he wrote a short paper of a journal Science titled Search for Artificial Stellar Sources of Infrared Radiation. In it, he speculated that technology advanced extraterrestrial civilization might surround its native star with an artificial structure to maximize the capture of the star's energy. Eventually, the civilization would enclose the star, intercepting electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths from visible light downward and radiant waste of heat off as infrared radiation. One method of searching extraterrestrial civilizations would be to look for a large object radiating with infrared. So it's essentially, yeah, one should expect that within a few thousand years of entering the stage of industrial development, any intelligent species should be found occupying an artificial biosphere which surrounds the parent star. Dyson conceives that the structure will be a cloud of asteroid-sized space habitants, through science fiction writers have preferred a solid structure. Either way, such an artificial is often called the Dyson Sphere, although the Dyson used the term shell more than anything. Dyson said that he used the term artificial biosphere in the article to mean the habitat but not the shape. The general concept of such energy transferring shell had been advanced in decades earlier by Arthur Olaf in the Dyson. Interesting. So this is Dyson's, like, everybody's explaining, well, MASH is saying that it's an all thing that like traps infrareds, it traps energy, it traps even the stars itself, right? It specifically says search for artificial stellar source of infrared radiation. Speculated technology advanced extraterrestrial civilization might surround its native star with artificial structure to maximize the capture of the star's energy. Ah, shit. Yeah. 存在権でまさしく我らの星のすべてに見られている空の神、そんで取り込んだ大型ダイソン級の家と最大級の上の存在。So essentially, he says it's an existence that exists above us, above all of us, consuming its energy within. Meaning that it's taking energy from the stars by engulfing it as a whole, but creating this infrared rings or Dyson swarm. Dyson swarm or Dyson, like it's essentially, it's engulfing the planet, but it's protecting itself with some like layers of different dimensions, right? Technically, if we were to speculate this right now. And so now that we shattered the dimension, it's wondering what cracked its like defensive or electromagnetic radiation, and look, right? It's looking at it. And it's a, the eye that can predict a visible light downward, radiating waste heat outwards as infrared radiation. So what we're witnessing is like the radiation, the source of infrared radiation that existed far back in this past. Damn. If I were to put this as an example, it is a god that existed naturally. 概念や自然の具眼としての神。いや、あれはそんな格でも存在ではない。But yeah, so it's an existent, it's an existent of concept. It's a god of concept or god of nature's, like ordinary beings or nature of law. No, its existence is far more than that. 空をすべてを舞う。その星々そのが敵か。So the entire celestial. Entire celestial, entire celestial Oksoku, which that should be a no. Either not galaxies or cosmos. Nope, that's not galaxy. And it should be cosmos. That means すべてを覆う両星そのものが That means space. Space is like an airspace room vacant. Space can also mean planet. Space can also mean blank or nullify. It can be interval. It can be time. It can be space. It can be destination. It can be ease or it can It's like a self. You know how Death Star works? It's essentially the best way to describe it. is a fucking transformer of a Death Star caliber that's big enough to engulf a fucking planet. Like, this existence, this planet itself is the enemy. So yeah, everything that surrounds us from up and above is our enemy, is Holmes is saying. It's essentially anything that's outside of atmosphere is our enemy. It's like, why the hell is that? Yeah, why is some sort of big shot like that here, right now? Is it trying to protect Zeus or something? Hey. Zeus and his core has completely shattered and lost. Now that he has no core, now that his core has been completely shattered, as his heroic spirit existent, like, just like heroes can't exist without their core, gods can't reanimate themselves if they've lost their god core. Yes. Master Zeus is no longer of this earth. That person, that chaos, I believe Chaos understood the will of Master Zeus and wants to continue where he has left off. But this is wrong. This is all wrong. Master Zeus wanted to grow these civilizations, create civilizations. But Chaos God has no special emotion towards Earth whatsoever. The person's care, Shizuken, that person cares more about, and his top priority is to have authority. Meaning that not only Olympus, but it's going to engulf this entire planet of natural resources, and after it has taken all of its resource, it's gonna go out into the sea of the stars once again. So yeah, it's essentially, what's the word? Who is the, you guys know Marble? You know Silver Surfer? Silver Surfer used to, he's a catalyst, like, he's a messenger of, what's his name? Galactus, there we go. That's the best word to describe it. It's essentially that mothership is the very same description similar to Galactus. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. It's essentially, that is the closest existence that I can explain to you of what that existence is. It's Galactus. It's a planet eater. It eats planets. It's a origin of all. It's the origin of the gods, origin of everything. It feeds on life / resources and kind of just traverse to the sea. The reasons that the 12 gods / mechanical gods were created was the concept of the Silver Surfer with Galactus's relationship. So gods and titans are like Silver Surfer. I don't know about the titan side, but I know for a fact that the mechanical gods here best describes as the Silver Surfer and the galactic relationship, because right now the way they explain things of that existence up top, the Sauron's Eye, aka Chaos, is nothing more than a gigantic ball of energy that consumes resources in order to keep itself alive and just move on to other planets. Zeus fell in love with human, but Chaos only cares about one thing, right? It's the survival of the ship, or the right of the ship. The ship's So it's going to eat Olympus. No, this entire planet from all the resources, then travel again to the seas of stars. Means that it's going to go back to traveling space again. But yeah, and then Europa says, what are we going to do? Over there, there's nothing. There's nothing there. I don't know what that means, what Europa meant, but. And then Europa says, the one that names himself Chaos. That there's nobody there. There's nobody, like it's saying that there's no controller. There's nobody there. Areva, yeah, it should be an existence that should just stay there and exist. It should exist in the, the space is hazama, a schema. It's essentially, it should exist and resides in like the dimension of space, meaning that like it shouldn't have conscious, it should not have a will, it should not be hostile towards us, right? It should stay in the realm or the pocket dimension that it reached and stay. The origin god Chaos. So yeah, it's essentially, you can explain it as Galactus, but in the old term, like it is the mother of all, the beginning of all, on like the tales of the living realm, like on Earth, on this land, Chaos was, the very beginning, the darkness, the one who created X, Y, and Z. It is the origin of God tales, or divine folklores and divine divinity. And that, existence, that existence, that confirmation is that great eye that is beyond faith. So, it's simultaneously a Galactus, but it's an observer. Right? It technically, usually should not be attacking it. It's like the concept of K-Scope guy. It's easy to say it's a non-living creature that watches over this entire realm, like the K-Scope guy. Its nucleus for both Greek and humanity, it's essentially the origin of the planet. Origin of any story. Like, in Christianity, in Greek mythology, in Roman mythology, in every single mythology, everything started off as chaos. Which is this. Existence of a, like, life force of a being that does not have, apparently nobody's driving it, right? But it's not functional. 宇宙の隙間から星の原子に戻し星を原子に戻し Oh shit, shooting again? What the fuck? Bro,